Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kelly Ray, and today I'm here with my husband again, and we're going to continue our series, our story series, and we're going to talk about our firstborn, Lola. Yay! So when we got pregnant with Lola, that was, we met January 2019. And then we got pregnant with Lola in November 2019. So we kind of already talked about having kids, and we both really wanted them. And like when we met each other, that was like one of the first things we talked about.
Yeah, we talked, I think we talked for hours that night just about like family and what was important to us.
Yeah.
And what was the main thing was family and just having our own family. I know I had recently had cancer, and that kind of put a lot of things in perspective to me, and I knew that I wanted to be a dad and a good husband, and so I just kind of put that out there into the universe and started changing my life to be that person. So.
Yeah, I think for me, I've always wanted kids, and ever since I was younger, like I always wanted to be a mom, and I was always carrying around my baby dolls, and like when we talked, we were like, yeah, we want this to be a sure thing. But then like a few months into our relationship, we were like, yeah, like I think we're ready to start talking about having kids. it was really fast. It was kind of crazy how we just like delved right into it, but I'm glad that we did, because I'm really grateful to have our kids.
Yep.
So
we were just talking about that yesterday, about how it's kind of like we won the lottery when we met each other.
Yeah.
We really feel like it was meant to be.
So we were talking about it, we were thinking about it, we were planning our wedding, we were planning on getting married, and then I got pregnant with Lola in November of 2019. So after that, we decided to, we got married, and then we decided, so we were living with family at the time, during my entire pregnancy, and then like 2 months before we had Lola, we decided to move into an apartment together. It was our first apartment. It was a little 2-bed, 1-bath apartment on the bottom floor, because I was pregnant and I was like, I'm not walking up any stairs. And we were like right by the pool. Yeah, I loved that apartment. It was my favorite apartment that we lived in, and I was so sad because we were only living there for like
a few months.
Yeah, like 3 months, and then we left. But I really did enjoy that time of our lives. And so like 2 months before we had her, we moved in, and during my entire pregnancy with her, I had like severe morning sickness. And the beginning half was the worst, but then like towards the end I started getting more energy, and when we did move into our own place, I was like cleaning all the time, and like I had like that nesting instinct, and I was like, we had 2 bedrooms, so the second bedroom we used as the nursery, so we got it all really pretty and nice, and like that's where I filmed some of my first YouTube videos, were in that apartment. So if you guys want to go check those out, those are kind of horrible, but that shows like what our apartment looked like, and I really loved living there.
Yeah, I miss that coffee table.
Yeah, I miss like how we had it all set up and everything, and like you had your snake at the time, and like it was kind of weird, but like you know, it worked for us. Like that apartment did. So we were staying in that apartment, and I was nesting, and I was getting everything ready for her, and it was about, was it like 3 days before my due date?
I'm not sure.
I think it was it was 3 or 2 days before my due date, when me and Kyle, we were like sitting in her nursery, and we were folding clothes. Well, I was folding clothes. Kyle was playing his guitar, because he was learning.
I had just started taking guitar lessons, and so I was just like messing around.
Yeah.
And you were, I think, folding like some of the baby clothes.
Yeah, like I was getting ready for her. So I was like folding the clothes. I was like organizing everything, and like I was like on my like exercise ball, because I was like doing that every night.
Yeah.
So I was just like on my exercise ball, doing like a lot of like exercises to try to like get her out. like get her to come. So we were like in there, and Kyle was like playing his guitar, and we were like, we should make a song for Lola.
Yeah.
And then literally like that night we were like writing the whole song.
Yeah, you recorded me, or I think you were the one recording, and then I played the guitar, and we both kind of sang along, and we had a little song for Lola, and we were just like all on our fills and really happy and excited. Lola, baby Lola, Lola, baby Lola, Daddy loves your mommy, Mommy married Daddy, we wanted to start a family. Oh, Lola, we love you so. Oh, Lola.
We were so
You went
excited.
to go get something.
Well, no. So I'm
Okay.
narrating
My
the story.
okay.
You're jumping to conclusions. Okay. So we wrote the entire song. We sang it like 3 times, like in a row. And while we were singing it, like I don't know about you, but I was like singing it to Lola. Like we were like in the room, just us, our little, like just me and you, and like I was pregnant, and it was just such a sweet moment. Like I just love that night, and I like remember it so well. I don't remember the day, but I remember, like I don't remember what day it was, but I remember how we felt and like what we did. So after that, we like went to the living room, like literally right after we went to the living room, and we were watching our favorite show at the time, which was Bob's Burgers. We watched that every single night until I had Lola, and after I had her. We were watching Bob's Burgers every night. That was our favorite show. And so Kyle was like, hey, can you go get me an ice cream sandwich? And then I walk and I go get him an ice cream sandwich, and I come all the way back. And then I'm like, dang, I kind of want an ice cream sandwich now. So then I go to the freezer, and I'm walking back, and literally my water just breaks as I'm walking back. So my water broke, and I was like, Kyle, I think my water broke. Like there's a gush of water coming out. And he's just like, what? You really think so? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like super calm. Like, I don't know. How did you feel when that happened? I felt like you were calm.
I felt ready, yeah.
You felt ready?
Yeah. We just grabbed our stuff and went to the hospital.
Well, I called the nurse,
Oh,
and I was like, hey, I think my water broke. And they were like, we don't really, like, they were like, you're a first time mom. Like, they were like trying to like say like, like kind of like, you can take your time. Like, maybe your water didn't break, but it actually really broke. So when we got to the hospital, they were like, yeah, your water broke. Yeah, like, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I don't really remember a lot of the time. Like, I remember your water broke, and then I remember like being at the hospital. I don't remember that in between.
I remember the in between because I remember. Did we have our bags packed or not?
I don't remember that.
You didn't have a bag packed. I definitely had a bag. I had the diaper bag already packed. I had everything already packed. Like that was me, but because I was just like ready to go. But we just like he got a bag together real quick. I just got everything that I already had packed, and the hospital was like 30 minutes away. It was like 25, 30 minutes away. So. We were getting everything together, and then we left, and then we got to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, your water definitely broke. So then they started me on Pitocin, and they were like trying to get like me in labor. Do you remember any of this?
Tiny bit.
Do you remember we were in that little room in the beginning? It was like the triage room. We were in there for a long time.
Yeah. You were bouncing on the ball a lot. Yeah. And
then I started to like actually have like really bad contractions, and they just kept turning up the Pitocin like higher and higher and higher. And I was like, I'm so ready to have this baby. Like I started getting stronger contractions and stuff, and then as all this was happening, like this was all throughout the night, because like when my water broke at home, it was like 10, and then we got to the hospital like 10:45. So I labored the entire night, and I didn't have her until 8. Like it was 8 o'clock in the morning. So that's when we had her. But yeah, my labor just like progressed, and she just came out, and like at that moment I felt like we had her because of that song. Like we were singing the song, and we were like so happy, and my endorphins were really high at that time, that I feel like when we sung that song, I just got right in the mood for like labor. Like I'm like, yeah, I can't wait for her to come. And then like, and I'll put the song, like the video of us singing.
Oh no!
I have the video. I have it. But I think the song really did like get things moving and like.
Yeah, I think it kind of triggered something.
Yeah, that's how I felt when all that happened all in one night. It was so crazy. But yeah, like that's the story of Lola. That's her birth story. So we kind of wanted to talk about like her name and like how we named her. And when we did get pregnant, Kyle always talked about wanting a girl.
Yeah. And even before I met Kelly, I knew that I wanted to have a girl and to name her Lola.
And he wanted to name her Lola. It's a family name.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So I had a great aunt named Lola, and just had a lot of good memories, and she just was very important to me. And I even got like my first tattoo is kind of part for her, and so I have 2 Lola tattoos, one for a daughter and one for somebody else named Lola, but it just was important to me. And I think the name is pretty, and I think it's a good name for a girl. I think it really suits Lola.
Yeah.
And her middle name is
Ray. I mean, it's just a standard, it's my middle name.
Yeah.
But it's just because it's short and I felt like it went together, so it's Lola Ray. And then another crazy thing that we didn't realize until after, like a year after Lola was born, was that so Kyle's parents are have like 2 J names. Yeah. And then me and Kyle have 2 K names, Kyle and Kelly. And then our children have 2 L names. So I decided to stick with the L's because like I was just like, oh, that's kind of fun. Like when people have like kids that are all J's or like all, you know. So I was like, okay, let's stick with the L's. But I didn't realize what I was doing because the names are in are in alphabetical order. Yeah. So they're in alphabetical order, J, K, L. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I wasn't even trying to do that. But yeah, all that to say, that's how Lola's name was picked. And yeah, so next time, we're going to do Liam. He's a completely different story.
Yeah, because you got sick with being pregnant with Lola, and there was some times where like you would stay with your mom for a while because you just...
During the beginning half, yes. But toward the end, I got a lot better, and I was with you the rest of the pregnancy.
Yeah, and you got your medicine. That helped a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Liam, oof. It needs a whole nother video.
Tough, yeah. So next time we'll talk about Liam. But that was the story of Lola, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.